Garage with Annie Sloan, and joining us are Tamar and Tawanda Braxton. And Annie is one of the world's most respected experts in the field of decorative painting. And she's written over, I didn't know if you knew this, she's written over 20 books.
Wow.
Yes, and over 2 million copies are sold and in 11 different languages.
Wow, she won.
Yes, yes. Her new book, Color Recipes for the Painted Furniture and More, is her newest book, and it comes out this month.
Yep,
right?
that's
This would be good paint to use in the baby's nursery, right?
Yeah.
Have you got that all in yet?
No,
You got
I don't
nothing
have a
yet?
nursery yet, so this is a great time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be terrific.
Yeah, it's great.
So-
Because it's called chalk paint.
Chalk
Listen to me, I'm
paint.
talking about your own product, but we
Thank you.
learned about this last
Thursday,
week.
yeah.
And but tell her about what chalk paint is, why this is so unique and special.
It's an amazing paint because something like this, you can just paint directly onto it.
Okay.
You don't have to prime it, you don't have to sand it down or anything, you just start painting. So that's why it's so free, and you can do it really quickly because you can do it and it dries almost immediately. It's
Is that from the
fantastic.
chalk?
It's a whole.
Okay, got it.
It's a whole thing.
This is where we bring in the scientists
Right.
to describe. Exactly. Now, you guys are handy, right? I mean, you love doing DIY stuff. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we're going to go to town here. You're going to show us a little bit about painting on fabric. Now, we're talking about spilling and getting paint on it. We're talking about
actually going to paint it on.
purpose.
Yeah, on purpose.
But you could actually
Now-
spill paint on it and not worry about it.
Well, yeah, as long as you want to paint it. I mean, so what I'm going to do, I have a brush which is like one of these, which is really big and full. I've got different sizes. That's really nice.
These
I'm
are
just going
hers
to do
that
this.
she's created.
I mean, you don't have to use these, but these do work really nicely. Now, I'm going to do this one in a red.
Yay!
So I'm gonna, what?
I
She
love
loves
red.
I know you like red.
love
so
red.
I thought I'd do that.
Now,
So
why?
I'm going to put some paint on my brush.
Now, why did you put water on it first?
Because I want it to absorb well. Because if I do it on there, it's just going to sit on top.
To dry, if you do it on
a
dry.
little bit, and
Okay.
I want it to really absorb in. So it should be as soft as possible.
Look at that red.
So do you see what I'm doing? And I'm
yes.
pushing it in. And careful, ladies, I don't want anybody
the
to.
brush in the water and
Yeah.
the paint.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to get it so that it's wet, and so
Okay.
I'm going to
But you
spray
also
that.
pre-soaked this a little bit as well,
I
right?
did.
The
I
fabric.
tried to pre-soak it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it onto here. I'll show it on here.
Okay.
So it may a little bit might get onto there, but it won't matter because I'll be able to, as long as it wipe it off. So that's how I'm going to do it.
Now, are there fabrics that are more ideal than others to do something like this?
Well,
or?
it depends what you want. Now, we've done a load of different sorts. We did one which has got a sort of a damask pattern on it, and when I painted it over, I did it with a sort of a whitey colour. I did it very lightly, so you could actually get the pattern, and it was sort of bleached out. It looked fantastic. Others I've done, sorry, go on.
Please. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go on.
No, how many coats of paint do you need to put on here?
Well, I think I would paint on one. I always say like it's 1.5 because I do one, and then I'd go, oh, I've just missed a bit. So that's
the half.
Yeah, that's the half.
Now,
Do you see what I mean?
This would be a great thing to do if you
is
have
great.
something that's faded or maybe the pattern is a little bit worn on it or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than reupholstering it.
Yeah, it's
I
a
can
really
see this as a
cheap
great
way to do
application
it.
to do that.
I've done things with a bit of a pile on it, and then of course you leave it. Then I've done things to really smooth, and I've waxed those. And if you wax it, it's amazing because it ends up like leather.
Okay.
Well,
There's something.
I don't know if we took a picture of this chair when we came in, and she did this
Amazing.
beautiful blue.
Lovely.
Look how pretty that's just
It
a
is.
beautiful shade of blue.
And if it wears, you can just repaint it.
You could
The
repaint
same
it.
color.
I'm not going to wax that one because
Okay.
it's really sort of soft and pretty. I'm not going to wax it. I don't want it to be shiny.
Okay.
But on this one, I actually painted the wood as well. So this one's called Louis Blue, and this one is called Cocoa. And I painted and waxed this, but I'm
And
not
this is chalk
waxing
paint
that.
too?
Yeah, it's all chalk.
Wow.
And
The
it's
whole
not a
thing.
different chalk paint for fabric and a different
No,
chalk paint for
no.
wood. It's all the same.
It's a paint that does everything.
Space age. We were talking about this.
All
This is-
purpose.
Yeah.
It's more than just a can of paint. That's what
Oh,
it is.
that's great.
But you notice you don't smell the fumes.
You do
That's
not.
all last
Isn't that
time about how
amazing?
it
I
wasn't-
know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Well,
here.
Yeah.
piece.
Are you going
Now-
to finish the chair for us today, or I know you have to catch a plane?
I do. I'm going back to England tonight, so I may not have time for this one, but I might. I think I will. It takes 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, I'll finish it if you don't.
Awesome.
'Cause
Oh,
yeah, I'd love to
let's
try
help
this
her.
technique.
I
I think
wanna
it's a
help.
really
I
good.
love
help!
But
Oh
you'll
my
get it all.
God!
Well, if you'd like
Come
to
on over
find
this
out,
side.
whoa, okay. Well, if you'd like to find out more about Annie Sloan and her new book and chalk paint, you can head over to her website, which is anniesloan.com. Thank you, Annie. That's okay.
Time to get on
Coming
that.
up, we have celebrity. Are we going all over the?
No, it's fine. That's what's so great about it.
Just don't get it on your dress.
Right.
Coming up, we have celebrity fashion designer David Meister.